Hello, 7th graders. Today we're going to work with English Workshop on page 255 and 256. So let's turn to page 255, get out a pen and a pencil and a highlighter. Thanks. Okay, today we're going to learn how to punctuate titles, how to either underline or put quotation marks around titles. So we'll begin right at the top. Okay, right now I need you to highlight capitalized titles. Then capitalize the title of a person when it comes before a name, such as Dr. Schweitzer or Senator Boxer or Ms. Katz. Okay, and now you'll notice that you do not capitalize a title that is used alone or that follows a person's name. For example, a president whom I admire was Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so a name is not following president. Also, for example, my friend Samantha is vice president. Okay, it doesn't follow a name, or a name doesn't follow, and it's used alone. Now I need you to highlight number 2, capitalize words showing family relationship when used with a person's name, but not when preceded by a possessive. So, for example, grandmother Smith or Aunt Tanya would be capitalized. But if you said my grandmother, because it has the possessive pronoun my in front of it, or my grandfather or grandmother, you do not capitalize grandfather, or my mother, or my sister, or my father, your father. All those are possessive pronouns. Now I need you to highlight number 3. Capitalize the first and last words of all important words in titles of books, periodicals, which is a magazine, poems, stories, historical documents, movies, television programs, works of art, and short musical compositions. So you're probably wondering, what's an important word? Well, it's everything that's not an unimportant word. So let's look at the unimportant word. Articles, underline articles, and we know the articles are a, an, and the. Coordinating conjunctions, which are the fanboys, and, but, for, nor, or, so, yet. But if you spelled fanboy, it'd be for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, so you know those. And then prepositions with fewer than 5 letters. So by, for, on, and with are a good example of those. Okay, I like looking at this chart at the bottom of the page. Like, for example, a book, A Tale of Two Cities. Of isn't capitalized because it's a preposition, one of those shorter than 5 letters preposition. And then the periodicals, Chicago Tribune, is actually just the title of it. Looking down there, you can see in the movies, In the Line of Fire, you do capitalize in that title because it's the first word of the title. Okay, so you can kind of look at these for great examples. Use this anytime you're wondering how to punctuate a title, or not punctuate, but capitalize a title. Okay, now you're going to do exercise 10 on page 256. So turn the page and you'll see exercise 10, and you're going to do number 1 through 15. Let's read the instructions at the top. I'm going to change these a little bit. Okay, in the sentences below, underline each error in capitalization. Well, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to underline each error with 3 little lines. I'm about to show you what that'll look like, okay? And then it says to write the correction above. I don't want you to do that. It's very limited space, so don't write the correction above, and I'll show you what your corrections will look like right now. Okay, so here's an example sentence. I read the book Out of the Dust. And you can see that the title, Out of the Dust, there needs to be some capitalization. And so I actually forgot to underline that title because it's the title of a book, okay? So let me show you how I corrected it. Okay, you can see that the words out and dust need to be capitalized. And so I put 3 lines under each of those letters to indicate they should be capitalized. Of and the are not capitalized because of is a preposition less than 5 letters and the is an article. Now let's look at another example. I also read the book Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. And I'm going to now show you how to correct the punctuation, or not the punctuation, the capitalization in that title. Okay, I want you to notice that roll of thunder, hear my cry, all the words are capitalized except of. And so I capitalized of, and I need it to be a lowercase letter. So what you do is you put the 3 lines above the letter that's capitalized that should have been a lowercase letter. So that's what I want you to do in this lesson. I want you to do number 1 through 15 right now. And then I need you to, after you pause the video and do the lesson, I need you to turn it back on and look at all my answers, okay? So I'm going to take a picture of the answers, and you can pause the video and you can see number 1 through 15 with all the correction marks on it. Thank you for doing this lesson today. I'm going to pause it right now, okay? Okay, now you can see all the answers. And check yours. If you missed any, please make the corrections, because you know that you'll be held accountable for knowing these rules either in your writing or on a quiz. So I really, really want you to look carefully, make the corrections. If you need to come see me and ask for clarification, feel free to do that as well. Thank you for working so hard today. Bye-bye.